Okay guys, welcome to Martin Motorsport, and today we are at the Gillman Speedway in Adelaide. They've got a practice on. It's a Saturday afternoon. Sam's going to have a run in a second-hand or new second-hand rolling chassis he got probably about 5 or 6 months ago that he hasn't ridden yet. His other bike, the rolling chassis, is up in Darwin. He's going to leave that one up there so he can have a bit of a ride up there next year. So he's just going to give it a bit of a run. He's put an older motor in it for today and see how it goes. We were supposed to be at Murray Bridge today in the car, but that practice got cancelled because they had a bit of work to do on the fence. So I thought it was a good opportunity to sneak down here and have a run. So the modern solos, that is the class Sam's in. Looks like there's about 5 or 6 of them here today, so they usually just send them all out together, then let them take off one at a time so they can have a bit of a practice. But it will be very interesting. We've got a couple of the young hotshots that were on 250s last year. Young Harry Sadler, who's going to be very fast, and sorry, I've forgotten the name of the young guy from, I think he's from Mildura, but he was flying last year on the 250 with times pretty close to what Sam was doing on a 500. So yeah, they're going to be hard to beat this year, and both those lads I'm expecting to be over in England and Europe in the next 3 or 4 years time, if not sooner. So it should be a good day. We've got some sidecars there. We've got junior 125 solos. We've got some classic solos with the older guys on them. Got the gentleman here, I think he's in his mid-80s, going out for a ride. So we'll go for a bit of a walk through the pits in a minute and check out what's happening. So should be a nice relaxed afternoon, and Sam can get a few laps in and see how the bike's going. And he's usually shit with new bikes, so he says he's not, but there'll be something he doesn't like on the bike, I can guarantee right from the start. Seeing he hadn't ridden it before, but good day to sort it all out. I think he's got his opening meeting here on the 5th of October, so we will be doing probably 4 or 5 meetings here during the summer. Obviously the car comes first, so but it looks like there's about 4 or 5 meetings at Gillman which do not clash with the wingless sprint. So probably get here and have a couple of races. So anyway, let's go for a bit of a walk through the pits and check out what's happening there, and then I'll do a bit of filming of the practice. Beautiful 2-valve Java from back in the 70s. Immaculate. Okay guys, well that was a bit of work there. The bike wouldn't go, the timing was out. We finally got it going. He's not happy, he's pulling in, something's wrong. Better continue this track walk a bit guys. A few dramas with the bike. Been out once and didn't play the game. So we're getting lined up. There's, someone's actually crashed out there. Got the ambulance out on the track, so there's a bit of a delay at the moment. Got the guys on their old uprights here. So blokes of all ages. This guy here, I've forgotten his name, in his 80s. So these are bikes from back in the 70s. The upright Jawas. Justin Playstead here, one of the best sidecar riders. And that's his son sitting on the bike. The next Mick Doohan won the Australian Junior Road Racing Championship. Another sidecar over here. Justin there going alright. What else we've got down here? We've got some more junior bikes, the 125 Hondas they have in them. Or a replica of a 125 Honda there, a Gillman. Modern laydown. A few more sidecars. A couple of classic sidecars from back in the 70s. Okay, so the ambulance is gone. We'll film a couple of the other classes for you. Got the sidecars out here. These are modern sidecars. I'm not too sure. I'm not real handy with the sidecar riders, but I think Justin Plaisted's out in the one after this. I think we got Rudloff out there. Might be Shane Rudloff, probably the best. Whoa, bit crossed up there. '47 sidecars, Justin Plaisted. Sam did a bit of racing against him in the mod lights, but we've known Justin since the Sidewinders Junior Speedway. He's a multiple Australian champion on the sidecars as a passenger and a rider. Definitely one of the top 5 in Australia at the moment. He's bloody smooth. Got a couple of the classic sidecars out now. These are from back in the 70s. Usually around 750 cc's. Some of the first water-cooled road bike engines that were out. I think that's right. I could tell you mob anything, you'll bloody believe me, wouldn't you? Screaming two-stroke there. Oh, she's not turning. Getting around pretty good. Here goes Tom Monkhouse's 2 kids. There's Tom there. Known Tom for a fair while with the drifting. Went over to Japan with him, doing a bit of drifting at Abusu. He's a happy old man. Look at him there, he's loving it. Got one on the, I don't know what that's, KTM 50, a little bit bigger, and he's got the little Yamaha Pee-wee for the younger one. Okay guys, 3rd, 4th time lucky, we'll see how we go. See if we can get more than one lap. Where is he? He's going off last there. So that time the bike was going alright, but she was just bouncing everywhere. And this frame, I think from memory, he said it had brand new wheels on it, and they use a rim lock here to stop the tyre from turning around and the valve off, and it's way out of balance. So we put some wheel weights in there. What have we got? Six wheel weights down here just to get the balance right. So what it really needs is another rim lock. They've only got one rim lock in over here. There is a hole right there for another rim lock opposite it. So that's the problem. Need another rim lock in there to hold. Goes in there and it clamps on the tyre and stops the tyre from spinning. So yeah, we're gradually getting there. So we'll see how she goes this practice. See if we can get more than one lap in. Okay guys, third, fourth time lucky. We'll see how we go. See if we can get more than one lap. Where is he? He's going off last there. Way too loose, so my grip wanted to spin up on me, and the time is still quite right. It's not terrible. A little slimy out there. Decent edge. At least we found a few problems, we get those sorted out. Get the other motor back in it. Alright guys, that's going to finish this video if I decide to put it up. The day probably went about how I was expecting with a new bike, but he actually didn't mind the feel of it all, but just little teething problems. Changed the ignition over last night. He should have just left the same ignition that was in both motors, and because we had the timing right out. That rear wheel is a new one, never been used before, and we should have checked it all, but it only had one rim lock in it, as I said before, way out of balance, and just a few other little niggly things, but it's better than all happening now instead of in about 3 or 4 weeks time on opening night. So got a little bit to do. Might try and get out to the salt flats and just have a bit of a run and make sure it's dialed in when he puts the other motor back in it. But yeah, overall we learn a bit today, so we'll catch you guys in the next one, which I reckon we're going to be up at Wallaroo for the sand drags. Have a bit of fun up there. G'day guys, not the best practice day, had a few issues, mainly my own fault. Had the ignition wrong, timing was way out. Basically I put the old motor in because I wasn't sure if my good one was going to come back from Darwin in time, and when it did, I just thought I'd run the old one to save that one and just swap the ignitions over, and I thought I could do it by eye, but obviously I couldn't, and got the timing out. It took us a while to try to get it right, and I think the spark plug might have been a bit dodgy too. We borrowed one off Tegan and Shane Pedler, that seemed to make it a bit better as well. So it might have been a combination of two things. And then the second ride, the wheel was out of balance. 3 wheel weights on it there, so you can sort of adjust them to where you want to balance it. I ended up running 6 of them. I had to borrow some off Roy Stout, so thanks Roy. So yeah, when I didn't have it on there, it was just shuddering as I was going around, which isn't the funnest when you're in a slide. Other than that, it wasn't too bad. The last ride was okay, but they just watered the track, so it was real greasy. I had my wrong setup pretty well. The wheel was right back,
average tyre and probably too much air, so it was just like real slippery. But yeah, other than that, the bike actually felt alright, which was the main thing I wanted to sort out, being a different chassis. The only thing I changed was that peg. This was the one that come on it. It's ex Jack Holder bike, and he's, probably only 5'7" or something like that, and I'm 5'10" or 6'2" if you go by my Tinder. But yeah, it's probably only an inch and a half difference, which doesn't seem like much, but it is actually quite a lot on one of these things. And this is probably one of the most important things to feel comfortable, as well as your bars. And these are different to what I usually run. These are 773s, and I usually run 971s because that's the ones that come with Honda's stock, and any mates that would buy one, they'd change the bars straight away and just give me the old one, so I used to just run them. But these, I noticed a lot of Speedway riders are using these ones, and they felt pretty good. Maybe when I was just sitting on it without going around, it just felt a bit wide, so I might take 5mm off each end, I'm not sure, but I might just leave it for now. Other than that, that's about it. Had to borrow a primary chain off Nigel and Harry Sadler because it's a different size to what I usually run, so thanks to those guys. Yeah, so I got a few things to order another rim lock, yeah, a few bits and bobs, timing disc to get that sorted. But yeah, that's about it. As for the car, not much to report. Dad's taken the front end out, that's the bent one. We're just going to have that as a spare, all set up ready to go, and we got a new beam up there, and yeah, all my front end stuff for the new beams over there, so we'll put a new beam in, set it all up, and Dad's already got them ready to go, so yeah, it shouldn't take too much. I need to put the seat in, but I've been holding off on that because it's just easy to work on without it in there, so I'll be doing that soon. And yeah, the stickers, just waiting on stickers to arrive, so that's about it. So got, what is it, 3 weeks till opening night in the car, so it's going to come up fast, so need to get stuck into it. And yeah, 2 weeks I'm in New South Wales for the New South Wales long track titles, and this weekend I'm heading to Wallaroo for the sand drags. We're going to take Brett, the long track bike, we're going to run it in there, have a bit of fun. Only 200 metres I think, so I think a lot of them are going to have like paddle tyres on, so we're probably going to struggle, but we'll have a bit of fun, and yeah, it'll be better than doing nothing. So yeah, that's about it. I'll talk to you guys this weekend. See ya.